Hi guys, John here from ViewSonic, and today I'm excited to take you through our new and improved setup wizard on our CDE31 series displays. We've enhanced it, this time around usability and user experience rather than individual settings. So what we're looking for now is how are you going to use the display, and let's let the display configure itself based on your needs. So we're going to land right out of the box on our language page. We're going to go ahead and select English for today. Now we're going to choose our orientation. You might want portrait if you're doing something like digital signage on a vertical column, but obviously here today we're using landscape mode. And now this is where the bulk of our changes lie. We have defined modes based on how you want to use the display, and then under the hood, the display will configure itself around those modes. So to begin with, we have our Energy Star mode. This is optimized for the highest energy efficiency. It does come with performance trade-offs, but if that's what you need, it's right there at the top for you. Next is our HDMI with device control. This is useful for appliance-based systems like Microsoft Teams rooms or Zoom rooms, where we want the device, that Zoom room or Teams room, to control our display via HDMI. Control system mode. That's where you have something like Crestron or Q-SYS or Extron in play, and we want to control the display via RS-232 serial or IP LAN control. We have our HDMI wake-up mode. This is where you want to just simply connect a PC or a Mac or some other HDMI device or USB-C device and allow that device to sleep and wake the display as it sleeps and wakes. Think of a huddle room, for example. Lastly, we have a signage mode. That's whether you're going to run an onboard CMS application on our display itself or connect an outboard player. We want to configure the display to optimize it for digital signage. And as always, there is a manual mode available if you need to configure things a little more individually based on your specific use case. So for today, we're setting up a Teams room. Once we've selected a mode, we're presented with the mode overview. And we can scroll through all of these settings, but we'll also have an opportunity to see them at a glance at the end. We're going to proceed by hitting OK. We move on then to our network settings. In this case, we're not putting the display on the network, so we don't need that. But those settings are there. Date and time. Again, in this case, we're not putting the display on the network, so we're not going to pull NTP time from the network. We also aren't really concerned about the time on the display itself because it's going to be managed by our Teams room device. So we're going to proceed. We're going to obviously accept the terms. So we're going to agree and proceed. And here, as I mentioned, we now have a summary of what we have done. We have our time set, we have our mode, in this case, Teams or Zoom room. We have our sources, all of our settings are configured. And now all we have to do to apply these is hit done. Now your display is configured, in this case, for a Teams room, and it's ready to go.